Hey y'all, it's your girl Pound Cake, and today is the 20th of November, and I'm coming to you with a sit-down video because I haven't done one in a long time. But I'm here because I want to share with you guys what's going on with me as far as that accident and what happened and where I am right now with it and where I stand. Okay, so if you want to know what happened and what's going on, go ahead and stay tuned. All right, y'all. So as I mentioned in the intro, I was in a car accident, and not even really a car accident. It was literally like a fender bender when I was in New Orleans. As you all saw, what had happened, what went on. But to give you a brief overview, I was driving at a stop sign, or not driving, but I was at a stop sign, and I was heading northbound, and there was a gentleman in a truck heading westbound. I'm gonna make a right to head east. He's making a left to head south. Now, I was already there first, and I was stopped first. However, it's this really small street, and his truck was taking up most of the area. So I was like, let him go first. So the streets are already super small, petite. So since he was taking up most of the street, I was like, I'll go ahead and let him go first, and then I'll just go after him. Now, mind you, he was already kind of like slanted a bit, so there was no way for him to make that turn clearly. So I was like, you know, let me back up. So literally I backed the car up, maybe about 2 cars distance, maybe a car and a half distance, to give him enough space to complete the turn and go about his night. Well, anyway, he ends up turning right into me, even though I backed up. And yeah, he ends up hitting the car. It was me in the car, my 91-year-old uncle, my sister, her husband, and my cousin. We were all in the car. And everyone was okay, no one was hurt. And I don't play the reindeer games. Like, if no one was hurt, no one's hurt. I'm not doing no injuries or none of that. I just want to get the situation handled. Now, mind you, I was in a rental car, so I've never had an accident in a rental car. And that's really like only my 3rd accident in my entire life, or 2nd accident in my entire life. So I'm a good driver. But anyway, I say that to say, I was in a rental car. I thought the man was going to drive off, but he didn't. He was very nice. Super cool, gave me all the information, gave me his insurance, took fault at the location, so his report is going to, of course, reflect him taking fault, right? So I go to the rental car place and like fill out the paperwork and give them his information, yada yada, because I always decline coverage because I'm a good ass driver. I don't need to be paying $40 a day, and I'm cool, right? So, but my only issue was like, okay, well, hopefully they get it handled, boom. And I wanted to swap the car out, however, they didn't have any cars. It was a busy weekend, as I told you guys before. So anyway, the car is fine. It's drivable. There's no smoke. You know, there's nothing leaking. The airbags didn't deploy or any of that. So it was fine, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So I did the paperwork, submitted all my documentation that I had, call it a day. Well, I drop it off like I normally do, get on the flight, go home, everything is cool. Now, mind you, the car was like 108, 109 for the time being due to, you know, what happened took place. And I'll link the video just of the New Orleans situation from start to finish. There's 2 videos, and I'll put them in the, I'll put them in a playlist, and I'll just put the card here on one of these corners. Yeah, so they charged me 109, and then $250 deposit. Now, when you use a credit card, they don't take the money off. What they do is they just make sure that they can, you know, that it's available. So they kind of like put like a, not really a hold, because the money's not taken out or anything, but they just make sure that the money is available if they need it. So I get back, they hadn't charged me, and it was Tuesday. I'm like, okay, cool, maybe Wednesday they'll charge me. Wednesday passed, they don't charge me. Thursday passed, they don't charge me. Mind you, I might get no good rest, because I'm just like, I don't want them to charge me no crazy amount of money. Like, take the 109 and give my, you know, like, you're not gonna charge me that, because I'm like, well, since there was an accident, I'm sure that they're like, oh, we'll take your 200 or 250. I think it's 200. But they're like, we'll take that money. And I'm just like, no, you're not gonna take that, because that's not my fault. It has nothing to do with me. So then my doctor, sue this man for my little $200, my little $250, like, So anyway, they finally charged me on Friday, and they charged me like $180, and I'm like, where'd that come from? Because when I rented the car, I was told that I didn't have to return it with gas because of the inconvenience and all that stuff that went on. So I had sent the email like, hey, I was overcharged, blah, 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 blah. Like the fuel charge shouldn't be there, yada, yada, right? Well, the following week, they sent me an email from like the fleet response team saying I owe them $6,500. And I'm just like, how do I owe you that much money? Now, mind you, the car was like, the hood was bent, the fender was unaligned, the door wouldn't open. You saw it, right? And I'll insert some pictures as well. But that's the car. Now, it's damaged, right? Like, and they're able to charge what they want to charge because, again, that's their car. You know, if they want to charge you $10 million, that's their car, right? So I sent them an email like, hey, you know, I don't understand why I owe that. Like, I provided you guys all the documentation. I was told you guys would take care of that. Mind you, this is like the second week I got back, so it's been almost 2 weeks, and they hadn't called the insurance. So I'm just like, oh God. Let me call this man insurance and just kind of get the ball rolling since they haven't. So I ended up calling his insurance, and then I filed a claim, and then everything was cool. It took about an hour, and the thing that I hate is that in New Orleans you have to have liability insurance. Now I have insurance. I have good insurance on my car, and it does cover a rental car. And so I provide them my insurance, my policy number, but I'm just like, what's the nature of you needing that? Because do not call them, because they don't have nothing to do, because they're not going to know about this. Like, I wasn't telling them a thing because I didn't do anything. I was damn near parked. So please, they will not be notified of this. Kind of find out Monday morning, I get an email like, oh, thank you for your claim. My claim? So I called them like, what are you talking about? And they're like, oh, you know, you filed a claim. I'm like, no, the fuck I didn't. So long story short, the man's insurance called my insurance, trying to, you know, like supplement, or I guess try to figure out, you know, who's liable. And I'm just like, well, that gentleman is liable because he's the one that hit me. Like, he hit me. I tried to avoid being hit, and the man still hit me. So please, how's that? Please, like, why are we even here? Like, delete this shit. Delete all that shit, Piggy.
Delete all that shit. That's playing with you, Piggy.
Delete all that shit. Like, we don't need to be here. So I had a black guy. His name was Troy with my insurance. He was super cool. And so I had to do my claim with them, right? So I'm on the phone with him for an hour because I don't know why it takes so long. They ask all these questions. And their main focus is to make sure that nobody is hurt, right? Because I'm sure they don't mind paying for the car, but the medical bills, settlements, I'm sure is the problem. You know what I mean? And I'm telling them, I'm like, no one is hurt. Like, we're cool. Like, everyone's good. Just get this shit off my fucking back. Like, wrap this shit up. By the end of the month, I don't want to deal with this shit no more, okay? I want to leave this behind me, okay? So I deal with that, and so he was like, okay, the guy was super cool. He was like, all right, let me see, I'm gonna get in contact with them, and then we're gonna go back. And I'm like, well, the police report states that the man was at fault. He's liable. He even admitted, like, you can give him a phone call right now, he'll tell you it was his fault. Like, he literally was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to run all night. Like, I don't even know. He was like, I see you back up and everything, and I don't understand how I still hit you. Like, I'm so sorry. And I'm just like, whatever, sir. And I'm not one of the ones, I'm not gonna get crazy to a drink. And again, I'm not even from here, and he was a white man, and I'm in this country out of town. I wasn't even gonna do that for real. So super nice. But the insurance agent was super cool, so he was like, all right, I'll call them, I'll get back with you. Boom. So I submitted all the information I had him on video. I had him on video saying that he hit me. I had him on video accepting fault and liability. I showed the photos, the police report. Even the police officer was like, well, he told me that, you know, he hit you and that you tried to avoid it, he still hit you. I'm like, exactly, I think he's fucking drunk, but that's not my business, because in Louisiana, I'm assuming you can drink and drive because they have like drive-through daiquiri shops. Like, I'm sure that you can drink and drive around there. But I digress. So anyway, he's like, okay, cool, let me find out what's going on. The next day, he calls and he's like, hey, we went ahead and closed it. I'm like, oh, you did? He was like, yeah. He's like, they take a liability. He was like, so we're gonna go ahead and close this. And I'm like, well, remove this from my file. I don't want this demerit on my file, please. Please, please, and please, because they're not gonna give them a, because I made sure I told him, you're not giving them a penny. Like, we're not doing a penny. And now the thing is, when you, right, you have collisions or whatever, the other insurance has to have an opportunity to go out to adjust, to see the damage, to see if what you're saying is, you know, pretty much what they come up with as well. Like, let's say you're in an accident and your insurance is saying, oh, it's $10,000, but they send someone out and they're like, no, we only see $6,000 worth of damage. They're only going to give you that. Like, you know, something like that, go back and forth. But since it's a rental car and it's not my car, it's not in my possession, they have to get back on the fleet you have to go with what they say. And mind you, it's a reputable company. Like, it wasn't like I went through like Rent-A-Wreck or no shit like that. So they can't send out the adjuster. You gotta take their word for it. Like, if they say it's $6,500, it's $6,500. Now, me personally didn't believe that that was $6,500 worth of damage, but I'm not here to argue because it's not my money. Because I won't be paying that. Not even a hot penny of that. Like, you're gonna pay all of that because you're the one that hit me. And they have to, and then budget has to also take responsibility for not taking care of this in a timely manner. Like, I don't know who's supposed to handle it, but they didn't handle it. 2 weeks almost. Like, the accident was on Sunday. I filed the documentation on Monday, and then you hit me the following Friday. So we're about to approach 2 weeks and you're just not getting to it. Then you're gonna send me this 10-page email with all these attachments. Get the fuck out of here, not doing it. No, you're crazy. So being that I had to go ahead and do my due diligence, I did just that and got the ball rolling because they were clearly playing. Because you're not gonna attach me to no debts. All right, I already owe enough stuff. Please, that's just not one of them. So in regards to the accident, the insurance has, you know, they've settled everything. Everything has been cool. I'm just waiting on confirmation from the rental car place, which was budget, for them to just be like, okay, it's been handled. You know, certify everything. Like, because I was like, when you resolve this, please send it to me in writing. Like, send it to me in writing, Kenya, because the girl's name is Kenya. Send that shit to me in writing, Kenya, that this has been taken care of, okay, by Allstate. He got good insurance too. Like, come on, please. Pay the people what you owe them because you out here doing the most. So that was literally on my mind. Like, until it was resolved, it was stressing me out. I'm not even gonna hold you because I'm just like, I've never been in a situation like this, especially with like a rental car company and dealing with stuff out of state. Like, I don't even live in that state, so I can't, you know, like, because I'm like, you have to sue this man, you know, like, but you know, guys, he knew what it was because he went ahead, he handled it, he resolved it. He's an almighty God. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. I don't play by God. And what's funny is my man want me to switch to be a Muslim and switch to Allah. Who is Allah? I don't know him. Never heard of him. But anywho, yeah, that's been resolved. And I'm happy. And let me not say it's been resolved because, again, I haven't got that documentation in writing like, hey, it's been resolved. But verbally, I know it's done. So I'm just waiting on them to confirm. And yeah. But y'all, I told you, New Orleans did a number on me. It's still my favorite city in the whole wide world. However, this last go around, it just was not. It just, yeah, Anyway, but that's just a little short synopsis overview of just the accident and just kind of where it stands. Just because it's just lingering, and like the trip was gonna be a month ago. Come 4 days from today, and I'm still dealing with the aftermath of that damn trip. And I'm gonna put it behind me and move forward. Okay. Now, anyway, that's all. And yeah, if it's your first time here, I want to thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you stay. If it's not, you know we love you here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.